What's going on, guys? Aggronix, welcome back to the ACL Season 3. Today we jump to a Week 2 game against Dr. Celebi and the Lavender Town Schnoz. Yes, it is. Very, very scary team. He is 1-0. We are 1-0 as well. Very, very successful week for us last week. We started off the season better than I could ever hope for. A 6-0 win in the first week is unbelievable. It's a great, great start. I want to keep up the momentum by getting a win over Celebi. However, it's going to be very, very tough as his team is terrifying. And we also made 3 drops. I dropped Gligar, Tentacruel, and Type Null for Gliscor, Raichu Alolan form, and Kangaskhan. So not really too much. The only mon, like Kangaskhan and Type Null, are very, very similar. Gligar and Gliscor are basically the same mon, except for Eevee like Toxicroak, but it's just a bit different. Raichu for Tentacruel is the only big thing. We lose a little bit of hazard removal, but honestly, I didn't really feel like Tentacruel was going to come to many matchups. And I didn't feel like it really fit the team that well. And Lantern really fits the mold of my team much better, I feel. So Lantern being my only water type is completely fine with me. So very, very scary team in front of you. Mew, Blissey, Flygon, Cofagrigus, Masquerain, Meganium, Thunderous-Therian, Togekiss, Magmortar, Aggron, Hitmonchan, and Mega Gyarados. Huge offensive threats like Mew, Flygon, Thundurus, Gyarados, and Aggron. They were the biggest priorities for me taken care of. Otherwise, we just have to be careful with their team. So, we start off with Blanca, the Tapu KOKO, Electrium Z, Lt.Surge, Wild Charge, U-Turn, Hidden Power Ice, and Nature's Madness. A lot of special attack EVs to make sure that I can 2 KO Thunderous-Therian, that I can OHKO Flygon after rocks, stuff like that. Nature's Madness is there for stuff like the Blissey, stuff like Cofagrigus even. It's really good for that. And Wild Charge, U-Turn, Hidden Power Ice just hits the entire team very, very well. Sorry, I'm going to try to speed this up, only because Celebi has to battle now if he wants to battle. We have Jubilee, the Life Orb Raichu Alolan form. Raichu. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice, and Psyshock. Then we have the Surge Surfer. It's really, really good against his team. I need to make sure that I get Raichu in against his team because it prevents Gyarados from sweeping and stuff like that. When we have making her debut, we have Shadow Play, the Persian Alolan form. We have Leftover Fur Coat with Foul Play, Parting Shot, Taunt, Roar. Great, great set to check stuff like the Mew, the Blissey, the Cofagrigus, the Gyarados. Really, really good for that. We've Chieftain, the Como Leaf Leftovers, Bulletproof with Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Roar, and Stealth Rock. Physically defensive to take on the Gyarados and the Aggron. Stealth Rock is great. Roar is great. And it's the only one on my team that resists Head Smash. So it kind of had to come defensively. And finally, we have these two. We have the core of Gliscor making his debut, replacing Gligar. His older brother has to take over the seat from now, but Gliscor is Toxic Orb, Poison Heal with Earthquake, Ice Fang, Taunt, and Defog. Physically defensive to take on mons like the Mew, the Flygon. The Flygon is the biggest one because Gliscor is one of my few ground immunities on this team, so I needed to be able to bring Gliscor to check that. And finally we have Luma, the Lantern, Assault Vest, Voltorb, Orb, Skull, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and High Speed. So Assault Vest is just there to take on the Thunderous. This thing's really good. So yeah. I'm going to cut right here because the team on the preview is a team I don't want to show you. So I'll be back with the game. Okay, so alright, what do we see? We see no Aggron, which is nice. Let's see. This is an interesting one. Cofagrigus, but no, not really any mons that really work well under Trick Room except for the Cofagrigus, so that's kind of okay. Gyarados, Thundurus, very, very scary stuff. So, I think his lead is going to be either Blissey or Flygon. I don't really know how I want to approach this game, honestly. I could lead with Persian and just Parting Shot out. That makes perfect sense to me. It honestly does. There's not really anything that, wants to do that. If he leads with Blissey, I can taunt him. If he leads with Mew, I can taunt him. If he leads with Flygon, I can just Parting Shot out. If he leads with Thundurus, I can Parting Shot out, stuff like that. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to lead with Persian. He does lead with the Gyarados. So, this is an interesting scenario. I think I just want a Parting Shot. Because if he Dragon Dances, that's fine. If he... because I'll lower his attack and then I just go into Como. And Como is fresh against the Mega Gyarados. I can go for Taunt, but I don't really want to do that. I just want a Parting Shot, I think. If he switches out as well, I get the momentum, so I'm going to do that. He does withdraw into Blissey, so we do get the Parting Shot out, and we do go into our Blissey. So I think what I want to do right here is go into my Gliscor. Reason being is because I'll be able to get my Toxic off. I'll also be able to go for taunt. I could also go into KOKO and get my rocks up. I do really like rocks in this game. And my team isn't too weak to rocks. So I'm going to go into KOKO. I need my rocks up for sure. And honestly, I don't think he'll stay in. If he stays in, like, that's really, really ballsy. So I'm just going to go for that Stealth Rock. Not going to think about it. If he stays in and goes for Stealth Rock, great play. But I think he'll switch into Mew or Cofagrigus. He does go into Cofagrigus, so good stuff here. So Cofagrigus is a little bit scary because it can do a lot of things. I don't want him to go for Will-O-Wisp and burn me, so I'm going to go definitely, I think, back into my Persian. I think Persian is the best play. I could also go to Lantern as like a middle ground play. I kind of want to go Lantern, actually, because I don't want Persian to get too weakened. Although if he Trick Rooms, I'd rather be in with Persian because I can Parting Shot and then go into Lantern. So... And I'd rather Persian gets burned than Luma, because Luma has no recovery. So I'm going to go back into Persian. Will-O-Wisp does come off, that's fine. So, what do I want to do? I think I just want to Foul Play. There's not really anything that I want to go for. I could Parting Shot and go into Lantern. That's a definite play. I could Taunt. I could Taunt. I think I'm going to Taunt because I think he's going to go on a Blissey. I think he's going to go on a Blissey, so I'm going to go for a Taunt. He does go on a Blissey, perfect stuff. That's good. We do get the Taunt off. So, now, I think I'm going to Parting Shot just because there's no reason not to. I have 32 of them and I get the initiative. I know if he'll switch out, so I'm going to go for a Parting Shot. If he switches out as well, we'll know. So I'm going to go for Parting Shot. He does withdraw into Mew, so this is an interesting scenario. I think now is when I go into Tapu Koko. I think I go into Tapu Koko right here, and I think I just click U-turn. If he's Scarf, it... What? Oh my god, I'm such a retard. I didn't speed creep Mew with... But I did with Raichu. Well, that was dumb of me. That was really, really dumb. That was a huge... that was a huge oversight on my prep. God, that's actually so stupid. Why did I do that? I don't know why I sped creep the, Why did I speed creep? I don't even know. That was very dumb of me. I'm still gonna go on a Tapu Koko. I'm still gonna go on a Tapu Koko and just click U-turn. That really sucks. I'm hoping he just switches out. He shows leftovers, which leads me to believe that he's more, defensive, so I'm just gonna go for U-turn. This thing doesn't outspeed Flygon either. That's such a bitch. I'm sorry, guys. I do outspeed him still, though, which tells me he's definitely defensive. I guess Rocks right here. Might be going for Rocks. I'm going to go on a Persian, I guess. You turned it very, very little. He just goes for Defog. He just goes for Defog. He just goes for Defog. I'm going to... I think I'm gonna Taunt. I'm gonna Taunt. Goes on a Blissey. It's good. And I kind of want to double Taunt because I think he's gonna switch. But if he Parting Shots into Mew, that's fine because we know Mew is defensive and Cofagrigus is fine as well. How much does Cofagrigus at? Like, it's at full actually. I'm going to Parting Shot, I think. There's no point not to. No reason not to. He does stay in, so I could go into Tapu Koko, but I don't want to take that damage. I think Como is the best play because he's staying in. He's going for Seismic Toss or something. I could also go into Gliscor. Gliscor gets to go for... Nah, I think Como is the best play. Seismic Toss comes off. Does a bit of damage. Does a bit of damage. Don't get me wrong. But not enough to get me that worried. So I'm just gonna go for Stealth Rock right here. I think he's gonna go into Mew this time, but that's fine. He does go into Mew. All right. This is an interesting game so far. It's an interesting game. I kind of want to go straight into KOKO because I think he's going to defog. I could also go into Lantern. I could also go into Gliscor. I could do a few things. I know this Mew is going to be very, very tough for my team to break, but it's okay. I'm going to go into Persian. He does go for defog. Alright, so Blissey's gonna come in again. I'm pretty sure about that. I think I'm gonna parting shot, and if he stays in, that's fine. I'll just go into Lantern. I could also taunt. See what he wants to do. I think taunt is still the best play, though. Actually, no, I want to be in against the Blissey. Actually, I want to be in with on the Blissey with Gliscor, I guess. Go for taunt. I want to go for parting shot. He might stay in, but if he does, it's fine. He does go into Blissey, so we do get the parting shot, but I can still go into Gliscor and still go for the taunt. So he won't be able to get up his rock skins. And we do get our Toxic Orb off, which is the main thing. So I'm going to go for a taunt right here. He goes into Aggronix. So that's interesting. Okay. I think I just want to attack him. I'm specially defensive Gyarados. Ooh, the Mummy, I see. Alright, so actually the Toxic will actually hurt me. I see his game plan. I see what he's doing. Well, Earthquake doesn't make Mummy, does it? I don't know, actually. Does it make Contact? I don't think so. I'm gonna go for Earthquake. It doesn't. Hex. Ooh, that does a lot. Jesus Christmas. Alright, Jesus. Ouch. Okay, so Hex does a lot. That does a lot of damage, and I'm terrified. I need rocks up for sure. I'm gonna go back into Persian. Hex will still do a lot to Persian because I'm burned, but it's not nearly as much. I don't have Toxic or anything because I decided to take it off, which is now looking at it a bit of a problem for my team. Honestly, Aggronix is very, very scary. He does go into Blissey. I kind of want to go into Gliscor to get my heals, but I'm going to go into Komodo. I need to get up rocks. Rocks are very, very important. And I can start roaring things. Tough game. It's a tough game so far. Mew comes out. Yeah, I think he's gonna defog. It's like KOKO's a good play. It's very, very tough to break his team. Defog comes off. We do outspeed this thing because it is defensive, and we're lucky that it's not offensive, otherwise I'd be a little bit screwed because I fucked up. But we're okay. So last time he stayed in on the U-turn. He stayed in. But that time he went for Stealth Rock. Would he stay in again? I don't know. Would he go into Flygon? I don't know. U-turn is 100% the safe play. Going for Z Wild Charge is like the very aggressive play if I think the Blissey's coming in. I think I want to go for a U-turn though. I think I'm going to go for a U-turn and hope the Aggronix comes in and then get in with Jubilee. So he does just stay in. He does just stay in. I think I'm going to go Luma. I think Luma is a good play because if he goes for Roost or anything, that's fine. And I get the goes for Stealth Rock. So alright, so okay, that's interesting to know. So the Blissey doesn't have anything basically. I'm gonna go for I want to go for Volt Switch, but I think the Flygon or the Thundurus might come in, so I'm tempted to Ice Beam. Because if I catch one of them, it'll do over half. It might just OHKO the Flygon. I think it OHKOs the Flygon. He has no business staying in front of me with a Flygon. Blissey is the safe play, but I don't think he wants to take a Volt Switch. So I'm going to make the aggressive play and go for Ice Beam. Because I can't allow him to go freely. I could also double, but I don't want to. I want to go for Ice Beam. I want to catch the Thunders. He goes Flygon. Ah! That still has a lot. Ah, we freeze him! In the back of my mind, I was thinking it would be funny if I froze him. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. He does stay frozen. That's really that sucks, dude. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna go for the defog. I'm gonna go for the defog. If he switches in anything, I can taunt it. I could Ice Fang. I just want to defog. So that sucks. He thaws out, goes for Dragon Dance, and he's gonna eat an Ice Fang. Hopefully, if I don't miss, and I don't, and Ice Fang will kill the Flygon. So really, really sucky death for him. But you know what? It's not a 6-0. I still think he might win simply because of his bulk. His bulk is very, very difficult to break, and I'm already struggling with it. Now that his ground type is gone, all we have to worry about now is the Thundurus, which also is immune to electric, which is terrifying against my team, because my team is basically centered around electric terrain. So he goes on a Cofagrigus. I know this thing wants to hex the shit out of me, and I don't want that. So the thing is about Luma now is I click Volt Switch freely against his team, and if he goes Thundurus, it's fine. I just Ice Beam. So I'm gonna go into Lantern. I'm gonna go on a Lantern. Goes for Will-O-Wisp. That's fine. I think I'm just gonna Volt Switch. And Volt Switch should do a decent amount of damage to this Cofagrigus. If he switches into Blissey, I get the momentum. And the rocks aren't up, which is nice. If he goes Thundurus, that's completely fine because I'm an offensive Lantern Assault Vest made to take on the Thunders. So if he goes, I welcome the Thunders. He does DC, so I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm sure he'll come back in a second. Flygon being gone though was huge. He does go Blissey, so the Volt Switch does come off, and he doesn't have Stealth Rock on this Blissey. He does not have Stealth Rock on this Blissey. So I think I want to go Como-O, and maybe I want to double. What do I do? What do I do? I think I want to go KOKO, and I think I want to maybe Nature's Madness. Okay, he might go Thundurus. Yeah, I'm gonna go KOKO and hope that he goes Thundurus. Because if he stays in and he takes a Nature's Madness, that's fine. But if he goes into Thundurus, I'm actually slower than him. I forgot. Fuck. I'm slower than him because I sped corrupt the wrong mon, which is really, really dumb of me. I guess I think I just want a U-turn, actually. I just want a U-turn. If he stays in, I just go on a Como. Fuck's sake. Yeah, he does just stay. Oh my god, that does a lot. Why does that do so much? That did so much. I think Wild Charge will actually just kill him. So, he's gonna go for a Seismic Toss, possibly. I think I just want to go on a Como. Toxic. Okay. Alright, so Gliscor would have definitely been the better play, but you know, who can tell with these things. I think I want to double into KOKO. Because he's gonna go Mew. Or he's gonna go Cofagrigus. He always has. Or I could go Persian, but Persian just kind of sits in front of him and does nothing. I don't like that. With Cofagrigus, at least I can go, you know, do things. Or no, actually, I'm just gonna Stealth Rock. So if he goes Cofagrigus, no, he just go Mew. He does DC again, but that's fine. This thing being poisoned is a little bit annoying. Not gonna lie. It's a little bit upsetting. But it's not the end of the world. The thing is about here, though, is that he's gonna go for defog. If he goes for second move right, you resist it. I'm gonna go on a right you. Because the electric terrain is up for one more turn. So in comes Jubilee. Defog does come off. Now, do I just click Volt Switch? See, this thing naturally outspeeds him, so he does not want to stay in. I think he just goes Blissey. And then I get to go... or I could click Psyshock if I hard read he's not going to stay in. That would be ballsy, though. I think I'm just going to Volt Switch. If he switches into Thundurus, I can just go for a Hidden Power Ice. And he can't really kill Luma still. Actually, that's true. I still have Luma. I'm just going to go for Volt Switch. Yep. He does stay in. That does a lot of damage. And I guess he's going to go for Stealth Rock. I would assume. How much did U-turn do the last time? To Mew. That's Blissey. I think it was like turn... Oh, wait. You lost 34%. So after... It'll be a little bit high after the leftovers. Because he's definitely just going to Stealth Rock. I could also go on a Gliscor. And just defog. But I don't really want to give him the momentum. I could also go Lantern. I think I'm going to go KOKO. He goes for Roost. So that's okay. The electric terrain is going to fade away, but that's fine. I didn't really need it anyway. I think I'm just going to go for a... does a Z Wild Charge kill this thing? Can I just see? I don't know if it would. Mew, if you're like... Yeah, you're defensive for sure. Z Wild Charge, but you're not under the terrain though. If I was in the terrain, I think I would kill him. But I'm not. So it does very, very little. It only does 60%. So I'm just going to... I think Nature's Madness and then Root and U-turn actually. I'm going to Nature's Madness. He goes into Thundurus. Wow. Okay, so we do land that. Now the problem is... The big problem is we don't outspeed him because I didn't fucking speed creep him because I'm a stupid bitch. I'm a stupid bastard because right now we literally click in Bar Ice or even U-turn and kill him. He can Sludge Wave me and kill me unless I go Lantern, which I think I have to at this stage. I think I have to just go Lantern. Because I don't think he'll set up on me. But I think he has to attack me. Or he'll switch back into Blissey, in which case I just click Lantern and I just go for, you know, whatever. I'm going to go to Lantern. He goes for Agility. Now, wait. Wait a second, sir. Wait. The problem is, Thundurus does get Baton Pass. Wait, sorry. Doesn't he? Does he not? It doesn't. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't. He's seen the Ice Beam. He knows we have it. He surely won't stay in on a Lantern with it. The reason I say this is because I kind of want to click Volt Switch, but that would be really, really, really sketchy. You know? Like, that would be super sketchy. Skull does 40%, so it does not kill him. Ice Beam always kills him. I think there's no chance he stays in. But I said that before, and he did. Or he didn't. So, if he goes Blissey, that's fine. I really want to Volt Switch, though. I really, really want to Volt Switch. I click Ice Beam. He does click Dark Pulse. Don't flinch. Damn it! Oh, don't do me like this. Dark Pulse again. Ice Beam. Thundurus is dead. Alright. Okay. Alright, that was sketchy for a second, but Lantern is weak. Lantern is very weak, but it did its job. The only problem is Lantern is my only switch into Cofagrigus, which is now a little bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm definitely going to Volt Switch. I'm definitely going to Volt Switch. His electric resistances are dead. Completely. Completely dead. So, I don't know why I don't go Tapu Koko right here. He goes Toxic maybe? If he predicts my switch, but I don't care. I just click Z Wild Charge and kill something. He does disconnect. I could also go Komao. Or I could go Gliscor. What would he do? He's Seismic Toxic. What would he do? Wish? I don't even know. I'm gonna go Tapu Koko. No, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go Tapu Koko. He, the battle timer is on because he needs to go. Soft boiled. Okay. So I'm just gonna go for a wild charge. I go for a Z wild charge if I really want to, which I kind of want to. I would just kill this thing, like drop him where he stands, because you turned it so much. But yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna Z wild charge. Fuck it. Dead. Dead. Alright, Blissey dies. That's great, because that means that Raichu absolutely destroys them. Raichu absolutely destroys his team. In comes the Cofagrigus. Still a big threat. Don't get me wrong. I kind of just want a wild charge, actually. Because... although if he Will-O-Wisp me, that sucks. I'm just going to U-turn, actually. He doubles in a Gyarados. That's fine with me because I get to go into Raichu. I get to go into Raichu. And I just click Volt Switch. Yeah, his electric resistances are gone. One, granted, due to hacks, the freeze and the Flygon was very, very unfortunate. I'm very, very sorry about that. But I'm still proud of the play that I made. I made the right play by clicking Ice Beam. And I don't think it changed that much. The only difference is the Gliscor was able to stick around and get off the rocks, which, you know. So I think he's going to go Mew right here. Yeah, he does. I'm going to go back into Tapu Koko right here. Or I could go No, I just want to go Tapu Koko, I think. I just want a Wild Charge. I have one turn left, that's fine. That's just enough time. Wild Charge should do a lot of damage. He does go to Gyarados. Gyarados is going to die. Gyarados dies. Gyarados does die. The Electric Train is gone. I think we have to go in a Persian and Parting Shot out. The problem is now is that my big boy move is gone with KOKO. And there's not really anything that I can do about that. I'm going to go Persian. No, I'm going to... where do I go? I guess I have to go Persian. See, the Cofagrigus is still a threat. It's still a problem. And it can still 1v1 me! I'm going to go for Parting Shot. I don't have Toxic on anything. This thing can still beat me. I did not prep enough for this thing. I will gladly admit. I have no problem admitting that. That was a big blunder. X doesn't kill me, but the next one will. I'm going to go for Scald and hope that I burn the Mew. Oh, burn on that, actually. Nasty plot. Whoa! Okay, is he Trick Room still? A Trick Room variant would actually sweep me. If he whips out the Trick Room, he'll win. He's just good for Hex. No, he's not. He's not that. So I'm gonna go in a Tapu Koko, and I think I'm gonna click Wild Charge. Does Wild Charge kill? I mean, I don't think it matters. I think I still click it because then Mew is low. Mew is pretty low. Mew dies to the other guy, Raichu. Wild Charge never kills, but it forces him to attack. That's if he's physically defensive. He could be offensive. I could also go... No, I think I have to go Tapu Koko. I think I have to go KOKO, and I just have to click Wild Charge. Is that in the terrain? That is in the terrain. Yeah, I'm just going to click Wild Charge. You don't kill. He clicks Hex. He does get a crit. I don't think that mattered, but if his last move was actually Trick Room, he would actually sweep me because I don't think I have anything to stop it at this point in the game. So I'm lucky that he doesn't. I think Persian would be able to check Mew in the last few turns as well. But I'm just going to go because I don't think he has anything to hit. Oh, I just killed it. So that's a 4-0 for the Cork City Cyndaquils in week 2 of the ACL. Very, 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 very scary team with Celebi. That game was very, very scary. His Flygon threw me off completely with the freeze. It kind of changed the game completely. It was a good read on my part, but the freeze was very, very unnecessary. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think this game was a 4-0 without it. I think we played very, very well. The Kofagrigus was a huge threat, and I'm glad that we dealt with it how we needed to. A 4-0. How many kills did Raichu get? I feel like it got a lot. Raichu's cool. I really, really like Raichu. I didn't think I'd like using Raichu because it's just another electric type. It's just as a psychic typing. It doesn't really give much to KOKO, but it honestly really, really does. With the Psychic Surge, it's really, really nice core with it. With KOKO, that is. And it was a lot of fun to use. Really, really a lot of fun to use. So, yeah, super, super glad that I picked up Raichu. And we move on to 2-0 with a positive 10 record. So, yeah, great week 2 for us. I just want to copy the link and drop this. Where is it? Wait. Wait, I'll just say Aggron versus week 2. Alright, so yeah. That's it. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronix. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Be sure to come back for week 3. Week 3, where we're going to... Well, yeah, 2. 1, 2, 3. 3 comes next. You absolute spack. Week 3 is on your screen right now, and we take on Yami, who is a very, very scary team. Actually, it's a team I've already prepped for because I need to prep in advance. But yeah, his team is very, very scary. So be sure to keep a lookout for that. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first and subscribe. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day, and bye-bye.